Is Darth Vader versus Obito? Can I see that over here?
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Brandon Yates.
Again?
Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith.
Obito Uchiha, secret leader of the Akatsuki.
Prime examples of how you could die a hero or live long enough to become a villain.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Iron Fist of the Galactic Empire ruled everything.
All thanks to the super powerful super murderer, Darth Vader.
Obito was, I'm not gonna lie, I liked Obito so much up until like I like Obito when he's evil, bro. Like when he's on some mean shit, bro. That's my favorite Obito, bro. If that's all that soft pussy emotional shit that Kakashi got him on, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying?
But beneath his spooky mask lay the husk of former nice guy, Anakin Skywalker.
As a child among the harsh wastes of Tatooine, Anakin longed to one day free his fellow
It's a good storyline, though. I like the story. It's a good story, so I ain't that mad at it.
slaves as a heroic Jedi.
Lucky for him, he met Qui-Gon Jinn, a Jedi who believed little Annie was the chosen one and would bring balance to the Force.
I know,
No
bro.
pressure, right? So he took him under his wing to become the papa he never had. Or so was the plan, until... yeah.
Instead, Qui-Gon's apprentice became Anakin's mentor. But while Anakin sought a father figure, Obi-Wan saw him as more of a brother.
I'm sure that won't cause any awkward tension whatsoever.
Drama and trauma aside, Anakin quickly became a powerful Jedi. He excelled in lightsaber
That's my
combat
favorite
and the
character in
Force,
Star Wars.
an energy field that binds all living things
And
together.
Darth Maul.
The Force lets Jedi move stuff with their mind, fend off mental attacks, predict the future, and make people believe these aren't the droids they're looking for. They're basically space wizards.
Through rigorous training and a not unnoticeable natural
Having the Force would be so lit, chat. Like, do you know what I'll do to y'all niggas? Oh my god. I'd rule the world.
talent, Anakin was particularly skilled in the Form 5 lightsaber fighting styles, Xian and Jem So.
Also known as the Way of the Crate Dragon. You know that big sand dragon Mando blew up from the inside?
I look he left Clone Wars, chat. I mean, what was the cartoon called?
Also known as the
They got the action figures of this shit too.
Way of the Crate
Clone Wars?
Dragon. You know that big sand dragon Mando blew up from the inside? Yeah, make that
That
a
shit was tough.
lightsaber.
Form 5 is incredibly versatile, well suited for defending against lightsaber and blaster alike. It focuses on blending parries with devastating counterattacks, aiming to win duels through overwhelming pressure.
Perfect for the Padawan who just bulldozed his way through training to become a Jedi Knight.
Even as a newly knighted Jedi,
Yoda
Anakin
was
could
so
keep
him.
up with some of the most experienced Jedi Masters and Sith Lords of his
He got that natural gift. You know what I'm saying? He got a natural gift.
time.
But he had plenty of
Right.
other problems to deal with, like his late-blooming rebellious teenage angst. I mean, you don't just throw a kid into space monk school and expect him to forget everyone he ever cared about, right? Well, apparently that's what he was
That was
supposed to do.
fuck you.
The life of a Jedi can be difficult and cold, something Anakin could not accept. And so, rather than let his secret wife die in childbirth, he was seduced to the dark side through the promise of power.
And so began his Jedi kill streak, until Obi-Wan gave him a glorious lava bath. How refreshing!
That
But
shit
thanks
was
to
so
his new
tough.
Sith Master Palpatine, our young warrior was saved, reborn, rebuilt. He was now Darth Vader.
Vader is a badass. Everyone knows it, and they're terrified of him. I mean, just look at the guy.
As impressive as his armor appears, you might be surprised by its
Why some nigga broke up with his girlfriend after watching Barbie? What the fuck is that movie? Why is there so many think pieces on that movie, gang?
quirks. See, while the Jedi view the Force as an ally, the Sith see it as a tool from which they draw power through passion and emotion. Most potently, negative emotions. Palpatine trained Vader by not only making him believe he killed his wife,
I need to watch
but
it,
also
Hero.
ensuring he would never forget the monstrous machine he had become.
By making the suit suck ass and piss him off. Seriously, Vader hates this suit.
The armor would beep at random times just to annoy him, and the life support
Obito
system was
Solos?
outdated from the start. Sometimes it would even turn off for several minutes.
That doesn't seem good for someone with burnt up lungs.
And it was so heavy and clunky that he could barely walk, sometimes even resorting to moving himself with the Force.
What's better, Barbie or Oppenheimer? Barb? Both of them. Oppenheimer? You liked Oppenheimer? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Kill Vader with a laser stated to move 300,000 kilometers per second. Movie villain
He was evil, but I never knew he was such a dick.
random times just to annoy him, and the life support system was outdated from the start. Sometimes it would even turn off for several minutes.
That doesn't seem good for someone with burnt up lungs.
And it was so heavy and clunky that he could barely walk, sometimes even
Yeah.
resorting to moving himself with the Force.
Oh,
So, chat, who would win? Anakin, peak Anakin, or Darth Vader? Cause yeah, Darth Vader's fucking Force is strong as fucking shit. But like, bro, that nigga's like, Vader's fucking him. That nigga's got all type of complications and shit.
oh man, I knew Palpy was evil, but I never knew he was such a dick.
Well, despite these issues, the armor fulfilled its true purpose, crafting Darth Vader into the equivalent of a slasher movie villain commanding a galactic army.
Nobody wants to mess with him. Thanks to the dark side of the Force, he can make maelstroms that blast everything away, form barriers that shield from all sorts of attacks, and choke
His nan is incredible. Yo, what's up, Xanax, bro?
anything that's even a minor inconvenience. Hell, sometimes he skips straight to crushing your lungs.
One time, a droid named I-5 tried to kill Vader with a laser stated to move 300,000 kilometers per second. That's light speed, and Vader easily blocked it.
And for
What
as
the
much
hell?
bullshit as Palpatine threw at him, Vader was tough enough and stubborn enough to push through it.
Palpatine knew that Vader would eventually try to kill him and take over the Empire. It's how the Sith work. So he constantly fanned Vader's hatred by sending assassins after him to make sure he was still worthy of being his apprentice.
Oh, that's nothing. One time, he blasted off most of Vader's robo limbs, destroyed his armor, dropped him back on the lava planet, and told him to make his way back without the Force.
An impossible task, yet one
How did you
Vader
know all that?
accomplished.
Yeah, 'cause he really, really, really wants to kill Palpatine.
And that hatred is apparently useful in keeping Force wielders alive, and has sustained many Sith in conditions that would otherwise
I didn't
kill
even
them.
know all that.
I'm sorry, Liam Neeson. Should have hated a little more.
Vader has killed hundreds, possibly thousands of Jedi, including Obi-Wan himself. He's fought entire armies on his own, and even taken on monsters the size of mountains.
He's so unstoppable, an assassin droid hired to kill him quit the job because he calculated that Vader was impossible to kill.
And in Ewok's material from the old Legends canon, a real deep cut, we know, lesser dark side users like the Night Sister Shiral overpowered the Sun Star, an ancient artifact capable of shifting moons, a feat which would require energy worth over 12 septillion tons of TNT.
That's
Okay.
24 zeros. But if you want something more recent, here's a planet blowing up while Vader was on it, and he's fine.
But thanks to both his incredible power and the mercy and trust of his secret son, Vader would
And he's
eventually
fine.
avenge the atrocities of Palpatine. Even more important, he finally saved someone he loved. Ultimately, Anakin Skywalker
Ugly ass boy.
he finally saved someone he loved. Ultimately, Anakin Skywalker truly did bring balance to the Force. Hokage,
Ugly as
the leader
shit.
of the Hidden Leaf Village and their strongest ninja.
Oh, I miss Naruto. Naruto's world built like just the world of Naruto was just so like, just watching that shit just made me feel. I like Naruto.
Hokage, the leader of the Hidden Leaf Village and the
that shit.
strongest ninja, respected and loved by all. Though few have attained this title, many have strived for it.
Hokage date
Sadly
bayo.
lacking in parents, wanted to both help people and be acknowledged by the rest of the village. And what better way to do that than having your face carved into a mountain?
What do you remember when you first watching Shippuden? First watching Shippuden. First realizing there's a time skip in Naruto. Whatever the fuck. What do you remember, bro? You know what I remember? First thing I remember is this nigga looking for Sasuke. Because Sasuke is my favorite character. And the way Naruto ended, I'm like, yo, what is going to happen with Sasuke? And this nigga was on Sasuke dick and shit. And like trying to find a nigga. And they met up with the nigga. Sasuke teleported behind the nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? All that cool shit. That shit was comfy. That was comfy.
If you think of talking
Yo, yeah, in the dryer for fucking pain. Yo, this nigga 6 niggas and shit.
about Naruto, guess again.
Nigga rolling the frog
the
back.
story of Obito Uchiha.
Obito
nigga 6
unfortunately
people.
lacked the natural talent for ninja arts attributed to his Uchiha bloodline.
So he signed up for ninja school and eventually joined a team with his rival Kakashi, his crush Rin, and their leader Minato. Where do you think I could get into a ninja
Minato.
school like
Fuck
that?
Not
Fuck that
one that
Minato
teaches you
shit.
to harness this
I
form
say
of
Minato.
chakra, a limited form of physical and spiritual energy that exists inside all human beings and, naturally, can be weaponized.
He can use it to run up walls and make clones of
Minato.
himself. But even better, blow shit up.
This is ninjutsu.
Minato.
Among its many techniques include elemental attacks, and the Uchiha specialize in all things fire.
Sasuke!
Fireballs,
No,
flames of
Sasuke!
fire. You name it, they've got it. So when Ninja World War III came along, it totally made sense to get this.
Bro, you could play as fucking Indra in Ashura in fucking the new Naruto. You could play as fucking Indra. Gang.
This fire ninja involved at the age of 11. Yikes! Well, lucky for Obito,
Yes!
he had one more secret weapon up his sleeve. Eye socket. The Sharingan.
The Sharingan grants extremely precise vision, allowing someone to see the flow of chakra, predict an enemy's attacks, cast a variety of genjutsu.
You think there's chakra on the dick? Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. Why was I deja vu? Somebody in my chat typed boring character, and I said deja vu on something we were watching about Obito. Deja vu, and I said it was deja vu, and then you said it wasn't deja vu. Chat, has this happened? Has this happened? Bro, on God, I was watching a YouTube video on stream that to do with Obito. It's some shit boring characters. Yes? When? Do you remember the stream?
Illusions, and even break out of said illusions.
Too bad he didn't get to use the red eyes much. Like 10.
Bro, my manager believes in that Cthulhu shit, bro. I was with him over this weekend, and he finally sees the amount of Cthulhu shit that happens in my life. Like, I'd be talking about somebody or some shit. This motherfucker calls me after, like, and that person would call me after not, like, that person never calls me. We'd be having a random conversation about somebody. Somebody who never calls my phone. Boom, they'll call my phone. Right after talking about him. Like, bro. Bro, he believes in the Cthulhu.
10 minutes after he got the damn things, he got smushed under a big rock. What a way to go. But since he
You say I get $1 billion? Okay, I get $1 billion.
wasn't expecting to use his super eyes anymore, he handed one off to Kakashi. And then he died. The end. Just kidding!
Miraculously, Obito survived long enough to be rescued by another Uchiha, the legendary Madara. Madara granted Obito a new body, regenerating the limbs he'd lost.
You're probably thinking, oh, what a swell guy. Except he was not. Madara was brewing some plans for world domination and needed a pawn to carry them out. So he tricked Obito into watching Kakashi kill Rin, making him fall victim to the Uchiha's curse of hatred.
Within the Uchiha clan, there exists an ideal of being extremely devoted to love. It has been speculated that if a particularly powerful Uchiha loses someone important to them, that love will be replaced with an all-consuming hatred. This is how Obito awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan.
Or Red Eye 2.0.
Red!
New jutsu called Kamui. With it, he can suck his foes into another dimension and leave them there to die. He can even hide weapons in there until he needs them, like his gun by fan. But even better, he can phase through stuff.
Well, not quite. Kamui gives Obito the power to move through objects in a manner that's similar to the common phasing superpower akin to the Flash or Kitty Pryde. In reality, it's much more complex, as Obito is actually teleporting parts of his body into the Kamui dimension whenever they overlap with other matter. See, there's his body parts right there.
Well, if it looks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's phasing. Heads up! Yeah! Way later on, he also got another super eye. Man, he's really swapping these things around like a Prime sub on Twitch.
The Uchihas are all about trading eyes like they trading cards, bro.
Rinnegan grants Obito the power of the 6 paths, giving him some nifty abilities like controlling gravity with the Deva path, ripping out souls with the human path, and summoning giant monsters with the animal path.
With all of the awful stuff he'd gone through, Obito realized that the ninja world was corrupt to its core. His dream of everyone being happy and working together was never gonna happen. So instead, he agreed to carry out Madara's Giga Brain plan to control everything.
Donning masks and multiple personas, he recruited a number of rogue shinobi to form the Akatsuki terrorist
Pain is so fucking cool.
group and kicked off Ninja World War IV, all to revive the monstrous Ten Tails.
I know what you're thinking. Wasn't the whole point of this to stop war in the first place? And that's a very good question.
There has to be a final war for the world to be at peace, you know what I'm saying? So this war had to be done. Look at Madara.
Anyway, the Ten Tails!
A living mass of near inexhaustible chakra, the Ten Tails possesses tremendous power. It can create massive thunderstorms and hurricanes, multiple clones of itself, and the devastating tailed beast bomb.
Oh my god, that tailed beast bomb.
Get bomb! That's basically a super nuke. This chakra ball is so explosive, it can eclipse continents and reduce mountains to dust.
Comparing the surface area of this blast to the surrounding mountains, dispersing that much mass within a fraction of a second must have yielded a kinetic energy worth over 13 septillion tons of TNT.
Darth Vader's surviving that, alright? Wasn't he like 28 trillion said TNT? He said kinetic.
That's 24 zeros! Again, Obito wanted that power for himself and was willing to throw hands with anyone to get it. He's held up against master ninjas like Kakashi, Minato, and even Naruto in his Monster Energy drink form, which could outmaneuver the fastest attack from the Lightspeed Raikage.
And he far surpassed all of them when he finally sealed the Ten Tails within himself, becoming its Jinchuriki. This little makeover granted
Oh my god, I forgot he...
unlimited flight, power rivaling the legendary Sage of 6 Paths, and the truth-seeking orbs.
These special little bowling balls can shapeshift into any form the user wants, like a staff, giant arms, an umbrella thing, or this crazy spiral blade that apparently helped shape the whole world. Oh, holy shit, it's huge!
The truth-seeking orbs can completely disintegrate anything they touch at both a molecular and spiritual level. Only those with the power of the 6 Paths can resist them.
How did Madara take
Plus, with the
Obito's
monster in his system, Obito's
6 Path form
regeneration
again?
got amped to the point where he can survive having half of his body control Alt to lead it away. All cards in his hand, he was ready for the final stages of the Giga Plan.
He summoned the God
that
Tree
shit.
and prepared to launch the Infinite Tsukuyomi, a powerful illusion that would trap the entire world in a never-ending dream, free of conflict and sorrow.
But the violent cruelty of the ninja world could only quiver in fear when the anime protagonist walked in the room, after getting 1-2'd by some Talk No Jutsu.
Talk no jutsu, power of friendship, suck my fucking dick.
Obito saw within Naruto the spirit of his former self, someone who was always trying to help others. And they'd say his heart grew 3 sizes that day.
What's that pussy
Obito
shit?
joined Naruto and Kakashi in saving the world, giving his life to protect his friends. And in his last moments, he entrusted
Like, you had years and years and years and years to really think about what the fuck you're doing. All it took was Naruto ugly ass pulling up on you, giving you a little talk no jutsu, and now you're having a whole, like, epiphany game. Like, years and decades of killing and murder to really rethink what you got going on, and all it took was Naruto to talk no jutsu. Your shit, game. Power of friendship, bro. You're mad, buddy?
them with reaching the dream
right.
he had
Fuck
so
that,
long
nigga.
ago, to become Hokage, of which they both succeeded.
Though
Nah, Sasuke said, I'm gonna become Hokage.
he may have lost his ninja way, Obito Uchiha overcame his hatred and helped realize the world he wanted.
Hey, bro.
his hatred
This too just didn't happen in my eyes, bro. Like, what the fuck, gang?
and helped realize the world he
Like, that don't even. I don't know, bro.
wanted. Again? He can't keep getting away
Why,
with it.
bro? Like, bro.
Actually, he will because we love him.
Actually,
this episode of Death Metal is sponsored by
not
Brandon
Tsunade.
Yates.
Dive into
Kakashi,
the
bro.
thrilling world
Like,
of
I love
versus
Kakashi,
music
but like,
as
bro.
Brando brings hypothetical matchups
Did
to
we even
life
get to
through his
experience that
commissioned
shit?
compositions. Brandon is one of the composers behind Death Battle, bringing the awesome tunes you love to rock out to.
Hollow Dreams, Princes of Pride.
He deserved it, but I don't think we
some of our
experienced
all-time
it.
greats. In fact, he composed the track for this very episode.
Please
Don't
support
do that,
Brandon's
bro.
work and enjoy
Chill.
more of his music by subscribing to his
It just
channel.
came and went, and like, I don't know. There's no like, I don't know. I wish we had to see something.
And following him on Spotify.
Have you ever had a matchup that you want to see on the show and you just wish you had the music track for it?
Well, fans of Death Battle
You know
have been
what I'm
loving
saying? You know what
Brandon's
I'm saying?
hundreds of commissioned tracks for years.
It's literally set.
Alright, you taught no jutsu on my shit. Show me some. What the?
I sense your fear, your anger, and a power. I will be taking it. That power will save this cursed world. You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. Then you will die. What?
Oh shit. That force shit is different, boy.
All too easy. I expected more. I won't disappoint.
You know how pissed I'll be if I stab a nigga to just like, you don't do shit. So that shit just broke like that. That shit deflects all type of fucking wrestling, all type of shit, and that shit just. Oh shit. Blood finna walk right through this. Oh, GG. Fucking Genjutsu of death. What the? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you doing?
You've lost your humanity as well.
On the path of the dark side, it is inevitable.
You're cooked, gang. What the fuck are you gonna do, Vader?
Impressive.
Oh no, we on some Dragon Ball Z shit. GG.
No.
You're dead, gang. What is Darth Vader finna do to this nigga?
This is inevitable.
That's just too much, bro. Too much speed, too much power. Like, I love Vader, but what the fuck did he do against this motherfucker? Vader's cool as shit to me. He could deflect those? Nah. Cat. Oh yeah, GG. GG. A glass.
Accept this gift.
Gang.
Accept this gift and die.
Too late.
Bro, they didn't. GG's. But I'm not gonna lie.
You are liberated from hell. Find peace in the next life.
That was not okay. Respectfully, I think Obito could have done that without needing the fucking tree, fucking whatever, the infinite Tsuki, bro. I don't think he needed that, bro.
Oh, well, Vader
I
may have
think
been
that
able
would've-
to beat
Bro, I think he would have ended it like kind of before that, gang. I ain't gonna cap.
Obi-Wan, but he just couldn't handle Obi-2.
This was a fairly complex matchup. Both Darth Vader and Obito were roughly even in power and speed, so it truly came down to their skill and arsenals.
And boy, did they have
Does
some
Obito know how to do that, or is that like Madara shit though?
deep bags of tricks, even some of the same tricks. Both could fend off mental attacks.
Does?
Both could move things around with their minds. And they both even had options to instantly kill each other.
Vader could simply force crush Obito's body, but Obito could just as easily rip out Vader's soul. However, Obito had a few more impressive options available to him, edging
Bro, Obito and that 10 tails is fucking. Vader cannot see that nigga in speed, bro. Vader cannot see that nigga in speed, bro. Like, come on, I love Darth Vader, but let's be 100. Darth Vader cool as shit to me, but let's be fucking for real, bro. Let's be for real, bro. Yes, he can. How? Yes, he can rage. How? The force helps. Bro, this nigga could shift through fucking dimensions, bro.